Greetings, this is Slosh and welcome back to This Is the Police. This is day 3, we're just going to get stuck into the meat of the game, I think, so let's just jump straight in. Francis Kendrick announces retirement date. That is our friend who is a very crooked cop, it appears to me. Legendary singer Gennaro Crespo comes to Freeburg, and construction of cinema museum postponed again. I wonder why. Man, our car's not very good, hey. I wonder if we're going to get a new car at some point. Okay, asking for a day off. When a police officer is too tired to be effective, he will ask for a day off. Sometimes officers will request days off even when they're at full strength. Some of the reasons you'll hear are far-fetched, while some of them are very serious. Don't overindulge your subordinates, but don't antagonize them either. Remember that everyone's got secrets. You've got to make sure these guys have your back. Okay. Roy, the last few months I've been taking antidepressants 3 times a day, but today I ran out of my prescription. The pharmacy says that they're getting more in tomorrow, but I'm afraid without the pills I'm not going to be much good. My mind keeps digging up all kinds of disturbing thoughts. Can I go home? She's got 5. Yes, but come tomorrow. I drank too much. I don't think I can hold it together today. Can I go home? No, I refuse to allow that. In addition to their performance ratings, police officers also possess rank. Employees begin at the lowest rank and can be elevated in rank with 1, 2, or 3 stripes. Once a week you can pass out stripes and improve the rank of any employee. If you think no one is worthy of the honour some week, you can postpone the ceremony until later. Insignias won't go out until your people are ready. Employees of rank not only increase in professionalism, but also learn to command. Whenever a ranking officer is on the scene, his or her colleagues are more likely to perform better than usual. Sometimes when cops get ranked, they start thinking more seriously about their job, about their service. This can mean less drinking and more time spent on the job. Some of them might even turn out to be dependable. Okay, so... well, that's Birch Jr., so we've got some stripes here. So I'm thinking we could put on one of the detectives. Let's have a look. Can I actually... see, I can't click on them for some reason, so... but I could give it to... I'm thinking give it to Vandal and give it to Samadhi, because that'll take him to 160. So 150 they were saying is kind of an average cop. So that's kind of good. So we've got a couple of decent ones now. I don't really know how this is going to work in the long run, but music turntable. Freeburg isn't one of those cities where you listen to what they say or nothing at all. You can always select any song from your collection and play it at any time, just in real life or the life of your grandfather. We got a turntable. Cool. It makes me want a scotch for some reason. Alright, so now I'm not quite sure how the copyright's going to go on these, but we're going to chuck them up anyway. So let's try this one. What is this one? Sweet Ginger Green, Pierce Pickering, Ragtime 5. Yeah, man, that sounds good to me. Yeah, that sounds cool. We'll run with that. Alright, we're on day 3. Let's learn how to hire and fire. Okay, so we click on affairs. Alright, police station. Labour market. Okay, there we go. You have a certain number of paid job openings for which you can hire any available applicant. Job slots are separated between officers and detectives. Okay, so we could... detective slots 5 or 6. Okay, so we could... I'm thinking, why wouldn't we just hire this guy? So, let's hire him for shift A, and personnel. Want to free up a slot time to fire somebody? Okay, we're just learning. No, I want to fire you. If you have legal grounds for the termination, no one will ask any questions. You might need to fire them anyway. Legality be damned. This could land you in additional proceedings, and your other staff will become more worried about keeping their jobs than they are about actually doing their jobs. Another way to free up a slot is to have a police officer killed, but that's not really a valid option, is it? Fire legally, too old. Can I fire you as well? I have to not... I should have made him come to work drunk. Alright, so he has come to work drunk, I think. So we can't fire him legally, so we've got that. But we can go back here, and let's get... political views are unknown, so let's hire him for shift A. And let's get you for shift B, maybe. Not quite sure why I'm doing it for different shifts, but there you go. So we've got our full complement of cops now. Okay, vandalism. We received a frightened call from the local cathedral this morning. The abbot discovered that somebody entered the cemetery. The old yard's tombstones are painted with satanic symbols, and some have been broken into pieces. It seems they're even marked from a shovel, but the abbot would say no more. Look, I'm going to send this guy, and I'm going to send Vandal. So I'm going to send a commanding officer and one of the people who's pretty useless, so we'll get that one done. Oh, we can change it any time. That's cool. So they're off. We've still only got 2,400. I'm assuming this is our retirement fund up here. Atticus Tower. Businessman Harley Jones looking at his window saw two teenagers scratching offensive slogans on his new car. Alright, so this is going to let us send 3. So I'm going to send 3. But I'm going to send Samadhi instead of those 2. So that should work there. Affairs. What else can I do in here? There's nothing else there. Okay. So they're off. We've got 150 and 400 left. So we've got a couple of cops left, but hopefully nothing really bad happens. Francis Burke was killed in a car accident. According to preliminary reports, it appears he was drunk. Okay, that's the guy that we forced to come to work. Okay. Oops. Let's get Megadopopoulos. Megadopopoulos. Yeah, sounds good for me. So we'll hire for shift A because we actually had a cop die. We're not having a good time here. Offender court, officers unharmed, civilians unharmed. So he's up to 30, which is still pretty bad. But I guess it's better than his friend who died. What's this? Suspicious individual. I wonder who that is. At Eddie's Burgers, a waitress named Mila reports that she just served a chicken Eddie and Diet Coke to a dangerous criminal who she'd seen on television just this morning. He's sitting there eating a burger. So let's just send these 2 guys. And we've got a few people who'll be available again soon. Get the vandalism report. They escaped. How did they escape? We had sent 2 reasonably good guys there. That's not very good. That dude's dead. Can I do anything with this? Can I fire people who are dead? Fire. We can fire him legally. He came to work drunk and he died. So I guess he's just going to sit there in the thing until tomorrow and then he'll vanish. It's not very good though. We're not having a very good run here. If this is how we've been running our police department, no wonder everything's gone to hell. What about this? The waitress had mistaken retired Officer Frank Nero for the fugitive in question. False alarm. Okay, so that's our first false alarm that we've had. What is this? Sam Sorkin, King Louis nightclub. Mr. Boyd, my bouncer stuffed himself with Mexican food again. Now he can't get off the can. Meantime, the line outside the club is stretching around the block. We need someone outside who can tell the cool guys from the punks. Let's send Grant to do that. I'm assuming this is one of our dodgy jobs. Sam Sorkin. We'll send you. So I guess she's out for the day now. I guess that's how this works. So most of the people are back now. Still can't believe he died. I feel kind of bad about that, but you know, whatever. So that's the police station. There's nothing else I can click on anywhere. We're kind of waiting for the end of the day. Oh, here we go. An anonymous call just came in. A clown carrying balloons at the skate rink is selling crack to teenagers. So we'll send you, and we'll send you. We can only send 2 people there, so we'll just do that. Can't remember what time the day ends. Maybe it'll change as we go. Sam Sorkin. Sorry, Chief, but I quit. In one night, I put in more cash than I earned in a month working at this dump. Mr. Sorkin said he wouldn't mind taking me on. I guess I wasn't cut out to be a cop. That means we lost somebody else, man. Sam Sorkin, thanks for your help. Oh, so we earned some money, so that's kind of okay. Labour Mark, we need to hire one more person. We are running out of people we can hire. She's really old. Let's get this guy. Our A shift is just being gutted. What's this one? We've got 8 seconds to get there. Suicide threat. A naked man carrying a canister of gasoline. A canister of gasoline is threatened to set himself on fire unless his favourite chewing gum becomes popular again. I'm going to send you, and he's pretty close. So just to send these 2 really good guys because he's just there. It won't take very long to get there. As I said, I'm not quite sure what time the day ends. Or if these things kind of play out. Do we get the reports for what they did? As police arrive, a clown is seen making balloon animals for the kids. Carefully watch the clown from the stands. Offenders caught, officers unharmed. Brilliant. So we did that well. And I guess we can't do anything more for the day, so the day's finished, but we're waiting for these reports to come in. Offender caught, officers unharmed. Yes. And that should be everything. So I don't think we had a fantastic day. Can I fire you? Let's have a look at Shift B. I can't move these guys to anywhere else. I can order them to work tomorrow, but I don't think we need to. We might need some more detectives, I'm not really sure. I wonder what happens with the other ones. Checkpoints, so I guess it's saved. Day 4, July 18, Thursday. Robespierre to reveal his identity when the time is right. Who is Robespierre? Enemies using feminists to destroy Freeburg. Feminist organisation denied official registration. Okay, so there's going to be some feminists.
Whenever I'm alone at home and there's a knock at the door, I always hope it'll be my wife, Laura. She's always forgetting her keys.
Hello, my name is Steve, and you're Jack Boyd, is that right?
To get to my front door, the Bible boys walked about a mile from the local bus stop, jumping over mud puddles and skirting a couple of landfills. Laura doesn't go in for religion either, but according to her, these brave lunatics with their fake smiles deserve at least a minute of attention. She patiently listens to them, asks them questions, regales them with pastries, and never once dropping a hint of condescension. When I watch her do it, I've got to admit it gets me. I'd have hugged those boys, sat with them on the porch and lit up a cigar. But a month after Laura left, all I could do was quietly ask them not to bother me. Today I'm a little rougher still. Shut the door on his nose this time. Another couple weeks at this rate and I'll be greeting anyone who comes close with my service pistol pointed towards the sky, ready to fire my warning shots. In my life, even the basic stuff never goes like it's supposed to. Normally, when a wife is going to leave home, she'll make a scene, or at least sit everyone down for a serious conversation. But Laura just disappeared. The children in the stories always stand on the side of the mother, but all 3 of our sons supported me. The in-laws always blame the husband for making their daughter unhappy. But now Sally, Laura's mother, well, we sort of have a pact. The fellow Laura ran off with is young enough to be her son. I hear he's 30 years old. Of all the possible information a man can know about his wife's lover, I get hit with that. Fortunately, Laura's mother doesn't like the way it sounds either. Sally figures this guy just thought he'd have some fun with a mature woman, but he'll be back chasing college girls before the year is out. So we have an agreement. Sally's going to track down Laura and try to reason with her, and we'll arrange a meeting. Meanwhile, I'm supposed to not do anything stupid,
Jesus.
Which of course means anything at all. It's a crazy situation. I'm the police chief, and the person I'm trusting to find my wife is an old woman armed with a phone book. But I can't afford to lose Sally as an ally. So for the moment, I had to swallow my pride.
Hello.
Mrs. Markham, this is Boyd.
Oh, is there any news?
That's what I wanted to ask you. Have you found anything? An address, phone number? Have you spoken to her?
Don't worry, Jack. I've narrowed the range to 2 suspects, or whatever you like to say at your police building.
At my police building, we find people faster than a funny old woman chirping on the phone with my wife's girlfriends.
Oh, you're an old man, Jack. Come to your senses. They give us straight odds on the street. But I've got more energy, Jack. Maybe you think I'm a foolish old woman, but I go to my book club, argue with the girls about Byron, and it gives me energy. I talk to my dogs, and it gives me energy. And you have nothing, Jack. You don't even have a hobby. You got no passion. It's why Laura left you.
Let's not go back into that, Sally. Find my wife, and we can discuss my hobbies later. I'm waiting for your call, and my patience is running thin.
The voice acting
Laura,
in this is
if
brilliant.
you stop loving me, I'll let you go. I can't expect the impossible from you. Just don't let me die out here, okay?
Jesus. This is grim. This is awesome. Alright. Seriously, we got to do something about this car. Alright, so who doesn't want to come to work today? Oh no, you're all happy to work. Oh, it's shift B, so we do... Oh, they have a day on and a day off. Okay, I can see how it works now. I should have used one... You, I want to fire. But I'll do it... let's try the next one. What's this one? Bud meets Bob. Bud Freeman. Yes. Brilliant. Okay, so we're going to go straight into affairs. We're going to go here. Now, shift B's down here apparently. Now you, I want to fire. You're too old. There's nobody else that we need to fire here. We've got 3 detectives there. We've got 3 detectives there. We will go to the labour market though, and there's literally only you that we can hire for shift B. So you're going to work for today, I think. Yeah, they'll work for today. What have we got? City Hall parking lot. A member of the city's cleaning crew saw an elderly man approaching some expensive cars in the parking lot carrying a long iron rod. The whole street could hear him shouting, "Bastards, thieves, bloodsuckers." Alright, so I'm going to send Austin and Yancey to that one. If someone commits a serious crime and flees the scene, the case goes to your detectives. Oh, okay. Oh, this is one who got away. Investigations slots. They investigate the crime scene, interview witnesses, and gather whatever information seems pertinent. One of your detectives will be lead investigator on the case. You can assign additional detectives to any case who will work under the lead investigator as subordinates. The more professional the team, the lead investigator, the more effective the team. So black activist Ronnie Moore was found shot outside his home. So I guess Mole can go first. And then these guys can also work in there. So DeBrito, Armstrong are working for Mole. So they can go over there. Fire all Black Ops. What? Sit from City Hall. A racist gang has recently made some trouble in the city. They're capturing black townspeople and beating them to death. They recently sent a message to a local radio station promising to kill all the black doctors, firemen and police. We don't need any more dead people, especially not mere months before the election. The racists are gaining more and more followers, and even some of our citizens support them. You'll have to fire all your black employees over the next 2 days due to racial tensions. But what justification? But I mean... Really? Like, all of them? That's crazy. So, do we actually have to do that? We actually have to... I think we actually have to do that. You have to fire over the next 2 days. We can't legitimately have to do that. I mean... we really have to. I guess we could get rid of him easily, because that's legal. Okay, man. Well, I guess we'll have to do it all at once, but... We'll do it tomorrow. It's over the next 2 days, but that's crazy. Okay, suburb. What do we got here? A gas station surveillance camera recorded a car that's on the stolen vehicles list. Alright, so we're going to send Kochi, and we're going to send Asano, and Price, because it doesn't really matter if anything happens to her. I know that sounds terrible, but... Investigation has started. Oh, so let's learn how this works. Investigation's preliminary work. Detectives have interviewed witnesses, collected evidence from the scene, and are pursuing the investigation. Expect results. Okay, so we've spoke to Mr. Graham, a drunk witness. They drove by in a sedan and they shot like a machine gun. I didn't see much. Mr. Clayton says, I only heard a few muffled shots. Mr. Carr, Lawrence Carr, says he got what he deserved. He's been causing trouble for a long time, and recently there's been lots of cursing and carrying on. Miss Cobb says, I don't remember the car, and the neighbourhood was quiet. I never heard any shots. And Mr. Carr says, the police these days don't do nothing. I almost died myself. I went to buy some medicine and was nearly hit by some idiot's car. So these are frames we've got. There's a dude stepping out the door and a dude that's shot. So I guess we get frames by researching, and from what I've seen on YouTube, get them in the right order, and you work out who the actual crime was committed by. Offender caught, officers unharmed. Brilliant. That's a good start to the day. We do have to fire some people. Do we have to fire this guy as well? Damn. Okay, so we've got lots of people heading out in, what is this, to this park. Corey Ramsey, mother of several children, has expressed her concerns about a suspicious man wearing bifocals, seated on a bench beside a playground. He's been watching the children for over an hour, taking several photos of them. Send you guys. Carjacking suburb. Interview any potential eyewitnesses. Offender caught. Officer dead. Oh no, Price died. What is it with these people? Like it was her last day on the force. I'd fired her. It was her last day. She was one day from retirement. That's fucking gold. Oh man, that's terrible. All right. Offender caught. Officers unharmed. That one actually went okay. What's this one? Dragon's Lair Club. I'm opening Freeburg's first martial arts club. For my first exhibition, I want to hold a sparring match with one of my students takes on your toughest cop. After the fight, I'll teach him out a few tricks, something will help him out on the streets. So I'm going to send this guy, so that he's going to learn some stuff. I was going to send him, but he's going to have to get fired anyway. I mean, I'm going to have to... From what I can tell, I actually legitimately have to do this. I guess I could try and get him to fail 3 in a row to send him out by himself, but then that could end up with people being killed, and we don't necessarily want that either. Homicide report. Your detectives present frames, different versions of what might have happened at the crime scene. I got 3 new frames. Okay, they get it wrong half the time, but a good cop can separate fact from fiction if they know how to look at case materials. The more professional the detectives, the better their instincts. To get your suspects, you'll need to figure out the true sequence of events at the crime scene using the frames you think likely, sometimes with a little guesswork thrown in. If you add it all up but the sequence fails, you're probably telling the wrong story. So, I mean... Oh! Okay. When an investigation pans out, you'll have yourself a suspect. Sometimes there's more than one, but in this case your detectives have narrowed it down to a single candidate. The suspect is Travis Horton, a known racist. So we actually got this in the right order. So the car drove past, shot, and then the guy at the drugstore. So he almost got run over. So Travis Horton, a known racist who already has several previous convictions. Okay, so what happens then? Your detectives have information on the whereabouts of the suspect. Sometimes there might be a number of locations to choose from. This time we've got just this one. To carry out the arrest, 2 officers must escort the lead investigator to apprehend the suspect. If the investigator is not on duty, the arrest will have to wait, but remember that fugitives won't sit patiently until your schedule clears. Okay. Also remember that criminals will react in different ways. A frightened thief is likely to surrender as soon as the game's up. A brutal killer might just want to see how many he can take with him. With more dangerous criminals, it's safe to send experienced officers and even the SWAT team if you see fit. I'm going to send you 2. Should we send the SWAT? Let's send the SWAT for fun. Alright, we'll send the SWAT. I wonder if the SWAT's going to cause an issue. Kevin's Throat Bar. A bartender reports that a couple of dancers started fighting over tips and a catfight broke out right on stage. Okay, so it's going to send you, and you. Send all 3 of you. It's getting towards the end of the day. What's this? Octopus Restaurant. Reported that a fight has broken out between a patron and the bar's bouncer. You can go by yourself. The man, apparently drunk, had climbed onto the stage while a local singer was performing and tried to sing a duet with her. So everybody's busy right now and you're dead. Chief, I just about nailed the Japanese cop. Wait a minute. Chief, I just about nailed the Jap a couple of times. Wow. But he was too fast for me and won on points. I don't really understand all their rules, so I can't keep track of points very well. But he was alright. Even showed me a few tricks after the match. I got carried a little way and pulled my back. I think I can take a day off. So he's going to take a day off. But he's got 330 professionalism now, which is actually not too bad. So let's see how these pan out. On the stage are 2 strippers going at it, and it's gone beyond arguing to a full-on catfight. Bouncer is fast asleep, clearly too wasted to handle the situation. The drunken patrons are happily watching the fight. I could draw a weapon, shut off the music, and turn off the lights and say, listen girls, cut the crap, or this is going to get serious. I'll say, cut the crap, girls. The strippers continue fighting, oblivious of the police presence. Ask the bartender for a bucket of cold water and throw it on the combatants. Offender escaped, officers unharmed. Oh man, that's not how I wanted that to go. Homicide report. Offender caught. Oh, okay, and nobody got hurt, so that's good. Case closed, you're able to arrest all suspects, so they all got better. Brilliant. And we're at 21, so I guess this is the end of the day. Fight reports, last one. Offender caught, officer unharmed. Brilliant. Well, I think this is probably one of the best places to leave this, guys. We're at the end of day 4, and we're about to see what happens as we have to fire all of our black officers due to mounting racism in the city. This game is interesting. It's a bit dark and a bit grim, but the voice acting is absolutely incredible. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Any hints or questions or suggestions or whatsoever, please do leave them down below in the comments. Like, subscribe, all that jazz. I'll see you guys next time.